So let's take a closer look at some of the risks that Bob just pointed out. We begin with the impetus for today's rally, the French election. But what happens next? Michelle Caruso-Cabrera is in Paris tonight.
Across Paris and around France, voters lined up to cast their ballots for who they believe should be the next president of France. For many, the decision was made at the last minute.
When did you decide? This morning?
Last night, this morning.
In the end, Marine Le Pen and Emmanuel Macron came out on top, moving on to the final vote on May 7th. And although early polls show Macron ahead by a large margin, his camp not getting ahead of itself.
We're going to be extremely focused on what's going to happen in the following 2 weeks, because everything is possible. As you know, you can have a lot of events during a campaign. So we're very cautious. We didn't open the bottle of champagne.
But the market sure did, rallying around the world on the belief that Macron is a shoo-in to win the second round in 2 weeks. Polls show right now he will handily beat Le Pen.
I think what we just had was the first part of one of the most important elections in Europe since World War II.
Important because this vote is about the future of the euro and the European Union. Macron embraces both. He also wants to loosen the country's very strict labor laws, which businesses say have long stifled the country's growth. Other European leaders fear Marine Le Pen because she wants France to leave the euro, and she supports policies favorable to labor. Several of the other candidates have told their supporters to vote for Macron in the second round, citing Le Pen's anti-immigration policies. While the markets cheered, many young people protested. The followers of Jean-Luc Mélenchon, a candidate many compared to U.S. Senator Bernie Sanders, filled two of Paris's most prominent plazas. This is the Place de la Bastille. There's a very heavy police presence here tonight because so many young people came out in protest of the vote. They don't like either of the candidates. They say, many of them, that they're not going to vote at all. Are you going to vote?
No, I'm not.
Why not?
Because I don't want to choose between something that's bad and something that's worse.
It's really making everyone really tense right now because it's like choosing between, like plague or Zika virus.
Regardless, those are the choices for French voters when they return to the polls in 2 weeks. For Nightly Business Report, Michelle Caruso-Cabrera, Paris.